In that process, Satan still wants to get his generals into heaven. He's had to try to be creative to think of ways to do that. One of the things that, he's aware of is that being human, the Lord has given us access to enter into that throne room. His word says, come boldly before the throne of grace. So we have the authority and the permission to use those spiritual gates to enter into his throne room. So what Satan has attempted to do is to connect his demonic generals and his demonic army to human hosts so that he can use their bodies to enter into the throne room. In order to do that, to get his army through, he has to open all the spiritual gates at one time. Scripture tells us that how do we open these spiritual gates? It says, enter his gates with thanksgiving in your heart, enter his courts with praise. Everything in this world around us operates off of sound, light, and frequency. These spiritual gates are the same. It's through frequency, it's through song. If you compare it to music, these gates have to be tuned, and they're all tuned to a certain song, notes, or sound. And so when you learn to listen and sing that song, the gates will open and you're able to enter or pass through. So, the enemy can't necessarily replicate with thanksgiving and praise because they don't, they're not honoring the Lord. They're not in that right relationship with God. They have to, try to replicate the things of God and get as close as they can. One of the things that they found is that ecstasy is something that vibrates at the same level as thanksgiving. So that's why they use children and sex magic to try to access and get these spiritual gates open. One of the other things that they tried was through Cern. It's hard to get a group, can be doing this, the music, the sound, the beat, the vibration that's needed to operate many gates at one time. So they tried to come up with a mechanical way using, mechanics, technology, physics, we'll say, to create or replicate those things to coordinate the opening of many gates at one time.